I didn't add that dumbass motion blur. Okay. Oh, it does go down.
Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, aye. Get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of their homes, do you?
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable? The bloody
crazy.
cheek of you. Ah,
They have
at
balls.
least the outlaws have the common decency to rub us line and not tell us it for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old knout. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You'd never took us in the prison and die there. You'd never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye, I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Now gather your tat and get out.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
There has been an increase in outdoor activity on Slattondale. Avoid Slattondale.
Yeah. That ray of light, it looks really good. It's like hitting the wall.
Remember that
Really
your
good.
village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Not sure I like the look of you.
Do as you're told, right?
Yeah, I see that. You got the yak in the hand. Nice.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety
Bard.
beyond the village palings. Do you have a good reason to leave the village? Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on Scattermore.
I already know where we at. Why am I stuck? Honestly, don't even know where I should go. I gotta keep traveling up this way. And there's no quick travel though. I probably should do my deeds here and then go on to the next one. It's quite a journey. Yeah, let me go ahead and do this. Got my bag up. I couldn't wait. General Atomics. John plays. New state.
Said to him, "Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?" That bloody peacock says, "Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained."
He never. They put poor Mr. Wilmore in that prison of theirs. What for?
Kepler star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye to date. It occurred in 1604 in the constellation of Ophiuchus. 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 It was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it is difficult to estimate its range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 years later. 220 years later. It was observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across. Interesting. Okay, bro.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
Doom us all. Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave.
Landmark added to map. Well, let me talk to this guy.
Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please.
You definitely didn't wreck that person.
These are awful times. If news of this gets out, things will get worse, I assure you. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. Oh, thank you. I shan't forget your kindness, and nor shall Wyndham. Maisie, a local girl. She must have got mixed up in something. The weapon that was used to, a peculiar choice. It puts me in mind of those debauched druids out in the woods. Well, we call them druids. I'm not sure what they call themselves. The disaster seems to have fostered the return of some distinctly atavistic, indeed thoroughgoing pagan sentiments around here. The following sprang up in Casterfell Woods shortly after, in the ruins of an old castle, and has since bloomed into a vicious cult. Certain death. That's what you'll be met with if you choose to enter the woods. I advise you to stay well away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail.
When she said the vicar, this kind of reminds me of It kind of reminds me of the shit with Spacer's Choice. Outer Worlds. This kind of reminds me of like this setting right now.
We had naught to do with it. I always liked Maisie. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This... Like I said, this is none of your business. If you want to play detective, stick to the
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. What in heaven's name shall we do with you, Maisie?
We're gonna be fighting zombies. Okay, so. We're actually solving quests. I can't take anymore. I guess I could just leave it here. Huh. Yeah, I guess I didn't delete.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
Okay.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Strangers may be dangerous. If you encounter anyone
It's cool.
who is unfamiliar to you,
Citizens, it has come to my attention again.
I could leave a lot of this here and come back later. Yeah, all this stuff.
Do as you're told, right? If you just let us have a crack at the outlaws around here, we can get rid of them and take their supplies.
You don't know why I bother.
The detention facility. Oh, it burns. Cool.
Well, well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here, is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it, post-haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. This isn't Scarborough, with holidaymakers just swanning about the place. No, being a visitor here puts you in a very unique position. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Let me worry about what. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than... Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping we imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but I trust that will be more conducive. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to it. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have... The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good, I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, if you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot. Yes, what? The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skevermore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village. Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
One day, I'll leave here, get through the wall. Somehow. Don't know how yet, but one day.
Like the little loading screen in the bottom of the right of the screen.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
See that big metal bugger? I could.
Steady on, George. It's got guns on it, you know.
Stamping it out like it owns the place.
Aye, but the robbers are proper fit of them robots.
Yeah, this might be the episode where I just kind of run around.
While we've got that.
You what? Roberts are fit of them Roberts. A little horny Roberts. You're not making any sense now, Michael.
You've had
Yeah,
enough.
that's kind of
Don't know what Al's putting in his beer these days, but it's got a proper kick. Anyway.
Not sure about
stay
you.
away from them machine men. All right. They won't bother you if you don't bother them. Aye, again this week. No, you couldn't, George. Stop being daft for a couple of days.
Potatoes and vegetables, Yorkshire hot pot and surprise, roast potatoes and gravy. I probably rock that.
Russian Blitz spirit, he says. Like the Luftwaffe ever bombed his house, the silly sod.
A new customer.
Onwards, mustn't grumble.
Hands away from any weapons, you. Watch your step.
How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Don't think you're special. It's just the captain's way of getting the measure of you. New faces remind him there's still an outside. Likely hopes you might know a way out of the quarantine zone. Me? Well, I know there isn't one. So I shan't be bothering you on that score. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did you have in mind? Aye. Well, look. There's ways and means. The old government bunkers, the ones they reckon were secret, like anything stays secret round here for long. If it's special gear you want, have a poke round in any bunker you find. I've heard there's some grand doings to be had in them, but watch yourself. Few of them are safe. Well, at the start, when they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, plenty around here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? Who knows what them boffins were up to? Well, at least they told us it were, and I've heard a thing or two about... Anyhow, I shouldn't... Nicely done. And all on the nail. All sorts comes through here. So don't be shy about coming back. Might have... Let me ask you something. The soldiers, protocol as they go by. What do you make of them? Aye, well, you haven't been here long enough to know. Between you and me and the garden wall, let me tell you, it's like being under an army of occupation. Look, I'm willing to trust you've your heart in the right place, and I need help with summit. Soldiers have got their eyes on me, but they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, for the moment at least. I need to collect a few messages. Not important, you understand, but I can't stick me nose out of the door without the soldiers taking an interest. You they'll let walk out of the village, so I need you to go to Skethermore for us. Oh, don't worry yourself. The messages aren't incriminating her out, if that's what... They're just... You know, there's something in it for you and all. Not asking you... I need a message collecting from Nora. Careful with her. She's not fond of strangers. But it'll be all right if you see her. She hides out in her barn on Skethermore. I'll mark it. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Skethermore. But we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. See you around.
Citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase in outlaw activity on Slatton Dale. Avoid Slatton Dale until the area is once again declared safe.
Don't consort with the locals, eh? Who the hell else would you want to consort with?
Where'd the audio go? Okay, well, since I don't know where the audio is, I guess we're gonna stop right there and resume another time. Peace out.